We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your host, Lee Rodriguez.
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes.
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman.
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris.
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
And our good buddy Mahoney.
Hey, Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! Your dick's so hot!
Come on. It's so good.
It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro.
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. Hey, everybody. What's going on? Today is Tuesday, May 20th, 2025, and this is episode number 683 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I'm your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nyes.
I drink, you drink, we all drink for I drink.
And Kelly Harris. What's up, Kelly?
You fucking fop doodle.
Oh, that was a good one. I read that one out loud to Mary.
What is a fop doodle?
It
No
was
fucking fop doodle when you see one.
It was Kelly's comedy rule of threes when he was insulting Jeremy on Blue Sky.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Go fuck that guy.
Had to use an old timey one.
It's really good. Here it is. Let me pop it up here. Go follow Kelly on Blue Sky at comicgeekkelly.bsky.social. At Comic Geek Kelly says, Jeremy Vidal, you absolute dunce. I've had you unblocked for months. You village idiot. Now leave me alone, you fop doodle. Which goes back to when one of these last times. Yes. Here it is.
I saw this. Yeah,
Mahoney said on Blue Sky, Jeremy, if you want me to have them, Kelly and Jacob,
whoever else,
whatever the fuck his name is,
whoever the fuck Jacob is.
if you want me to have them unblock you on Discord, you need to say please in your next harassing message. And then I don't know where it is right now, but Mahoney sent us a screenshot of just please.
Please think.
Please think. What an idiot.
please Discord thank.
So, it worked for Mary up to a point, we know. So
We'll see if it works for
posting
me.
your block list from Discord, maybe it'll get him off your dick.
Maybe.
We're going to have to contact this Jacob. I think it's Jacob Hildahl. I Googled him, and I
got
think
no
he's a
idea
tattoo
who that
artist.
is.
Hey, man, look, not for nothing. That's a Jacob
Oh.
problem. God
Yeah,
knows
but
where he saw him from.
I think we should get in touch with him and see if he wants to be part of our class action lawsuit.
That's actually not the worst idea in the world. I mean, we got this guy, we got a bunch of those cats that Zero knows that we've never met before. Like,
Right.
there are dozens of people this dipshit is just making their lives a little bit worse.
Yeah. We were talking
And for
today
that-
about how we hope he dies. But not like
I really do.
not like we want to murder him. We're looking forward to the day that he is dead.
And I don't mean like, when we're old. Like,
No,
I would
no.
love it if it were happening like tomorrow morning.
I hope it's soon. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm not a big Joe Biden fan, but God, please take away Joe Biden's pain and give it to Jeremy Vidal.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
take it all. No, he deserves all the horrible things. Just the worst.
Shout out Zero in the chat.
Fucking just the human equivalent of a paper cut with salt in it. Fucking prick. Hate that fucking guy. You're the worst, and we hate you. Are you not entertained? Fucking dunce.
What's wild is I don't think he listens to the show.
Not anymore.
I was having to explain this all to my editor of Voices of Wrestling, and he's like, "So what'd you guys say on the show to piss him off?" And I'm like, he's never listened to the show. He doesn't care about our wrestling opinions. He just thinks Taylor and I are women, so he keeps harassing us.
Just a fucking list of unisex names he has that he just hits them up once a night with password requests.
Yeah, bunch of Rileys.
Pat.
Yeah, some Pats.
Pat, like, for male or female, I don't think is really a thing anymore. Do you think the Pat character killed the name Pat?
Yeah, quite possibly.
But also,
man.
I feel like
that's tough to come back from. My grandma's name was Pat.
Yeah, my grandma's name was Pat.
Yeah, that's a good grandma name.
Yeah, and I feel
solid grandma name.
It was towards the end of its lifespan in the 80s. So there were still Pats being named in the 80s. But it should have been left in that era.
Oh, I think it was. Yeah, like there might have been a handful. But they were the the fucking straggling Pats.
You could always switch it up though. Like you can be Pat in the 80s and then Patricia or Patrick in the 90s.
True. Maybe want to go fucking hog wild, be a Patty. Just really go for it, you know?
Oh no, that's just if you just want the world to know you're a lesbian.
That's that's good point. It's hard lesbian vibes with Patty.
Pat
Patricia
too.
could go either way.
Yeah, do you think Peppermint Patty grew up and changed her name to Pat? Smokes and menthols.
She was always Patty. And what a ridiculous thing we have to stop and think about it for a second. You're like, I don't think so. No, I feel like she would have stuck with it.
Yeah, you wouldn't just be Peppermint Pat.
Nah, yeah. And like at some point it becomes part of her brand, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She's not gonna fucking set up a new Instagram and everything, it's not worth it. The whole fucking thing. So yeah. So I dropped my phone, but I picked it up now. We're good.
Oh, thank God.
Whew, yeah, now I got my notes back. Don't worry about me, I'm fine. So we got one episode left, and it's old news. It's a couple weeks old or whatever. So like we won't get into the weeds of it, but unlimited shouts out to the wardrobe and costume department on the Righteous Gemstones. There are a handful of characters in that show who wear some shit you have never seen before every time you see them. It is bizarre. Like, bizarre the shit they put these characters in.
Okay, so you're saying you haven't watched the finale. That's what you meant by...
The last one we have. The last one we saw is when they fucking fed homeboy to the gators.
With no context at all, you were like, we have one episode left. And I was like...
Yeah, I was like, wait,
it?
what's happening?
Oh, no. Yeah. But no, huge shouts out to the wardrobe and costume department on Gemstones. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like that fucking like disco ball suit they put Calvin in a couple episodes ago was ridiculous. Like I don't know. Doesn't even seem like it's real. But yeah.
You see every dollar of their budget on screen, that's for sure.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, every single time. Yeah. What is real life is fucking grown-ass kids. I got a kid graduating high school, which is fucking wild.
Mm-hmm.
Graduation was supposed to be today. It was not. It's going to happen tomorrow because we got tornado warninged out because, weather was horrible.
What if she's never able to graduate and she has to repeat the 12th grade?
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
I think she just started crying and she doesn't know why. She's so done, which I can completely respect.
Yeah, school's dumb.
School is dumb. She's going to go do it again in the fall, big dummy.
Oh, yikes.
Fucking nerd. But not to be outdone, with scholastic achievement. My youngest had himself some pretty cool shit. Oh, he's nailing straight A's this year, by the way, which he's very excited about.
Oh,
and that
hell
was very
yeah.
exciting. Good for him. Fucking nailed it. He was disgusted last year when he fucking ended up with like 1B, which fucking beside himself.
Oh, yeah, that's
He
the
was
worst.
he hates an AB honor roll. Oh, hates that shit. So he's very excited about this one. And so a few weeks ago, he hits us up and he's like, we've got a science project. I need a board, like one of those boards that you fold. I'm like, yeah, like a trifold, sure. So we get him a trifold, send him to school. Don't hear shit about this trifold, this science fair, this project, nothing for 2 weeks probably. And then he says, oh, hey, I gotta be at school tomorrow from 5 to 7. The science fair is happening. And I say, what the fuck? What? Like, and he's like, yeah, the science fair is tomorrow. I'm like, oh, we haven't heard. What are you talking about? I haven't seen anything about this project since you asked for that board. And he was like, yeah, we did it. We did it all in class. So you did your entire science fair project on the board and everything. That was all in class. He's like, yeah, you didn't think to bring it home. He was like, well, no, it was supposed to be a class thing. It was supposed to work with your partner unless you could like get together with your partner outside of class. And I'm like, I don't know, man. That seems fishy. It's kind of a beat. And he's like, I don't know. I'm kind of nervous. And I say, why is that? He says, because I don't know. I feel like maybe mine's not as good as some of the other kids. And I say, sounds like probably not, dude. And he's like, what do you mean? I go, you fucking you didn't bring it home. You got no input. He says, that's how it's supposed to be done. That was the assignment. And I'm like, I fucking doubt it, but okay, whatever. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure you're right. Cut to the next day at 5 o'clock. This kid is fucking, he's jazzed. Like, he's upset because we're going to be there a little bit late. All this stuff. He's all antsy about going to the science fair. And based upon, I relayed this conversation to my wife, and she's like, oh boy, what are we going to walk into? What's happening? And so he bolts. He hauls ass. And, Zoe and Nicole head after him. So they're in the building a little bit before me. I walk in afterwards, and there's a bunch of people. I can't see what's going on. I can't see where they are, so I just start walking the aisles, right? Eventually, I'll find them. It's the fucking school cafeteria. How big can it be?
Right.
And I get down the second row, and I'm like, these projects are dog shit. Like, every one of these is ass. What is happening here? And I round the corner, and there's Nicole at the end, and she has this look on her face of what in the fucking hell? Because at this point, she has not seen anything else. She made a beeline for Jax's board, which guess what? It fucking sucked. Like, it was a hot ass mess. Like, nothing made sense. There was no flow to the way it was presented. I'm still not sure what the hell the project was even on. Something about stars. I don't know.
Oh shit, Mahoney could do a fucking project on stars.
We could all do a report on stars. Working on all the princesses and the queens and whatever the hell they're doing. All kinds of stuff. At least, by association, we've absorbed some stars knowledge by osmosis or something, I'm sure. And Nicole's pissed, and I'm like, before you get too pissed, you might want to take a look over right that way. And like 2 down, whatever was on the board, right, also has what appears to be in highlighters a bunch of stars on it, like freaking drawn on it, like in multiple colors, no layout. This is a fucking mess. And I'm like, yeah, these are all hot garbage. To the point to where it's like you could look at the ones that didn't suck, and you're like, oh, these kids actually didn't follow the rules and took their shit home. So the only good ones are the ones that technically cheated by doing it at home. And then I forget how it comes up, but we learn that this is the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade science fair. So all these shit ass posters, some of them are from the fucking 8th grade. And then this fucking kid won 2nd place for the 5th grade with his sucky ass poster.
Oh my god!
I could not believe it. Nicole's like, we gotta change schools. This is not all right.
Your best is good enough.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was the motto, one of the banners hanging from the ceiling. Well, your best is good enough. I'm like, I disagree. I
No,
respectfully
the sign should have
disagree.
said, "Are you really doing your best?"
Yeah.
Is this your
If that's your
best?
best, pack it up.
Yeah.
We're done. Try better. Shit is wild. Other than that, I've been going through and cataloging all of my fucking nonsense, all my little parts and bobs and figures, and I'm so sick of doing it, but I'm on a roll and I can't stop. I'm almost done though.
You gotta
Let me
get a
tell you.
label maker.
Yep, I agree.
Well, no, I've already drawn all the labels. I can't go back and redo them again. I'll lose my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Down that way lies madness. I've already done those labels. They're done. They're dead to me.
But like, imagine how nice that would look with a label maker.
Well, yeah, now I am.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to stop thinking about it since you brought it up the other day. But whatever, it's fine.
We all have that very like organizy autism, right? We like things having their place and being able to access things easily.
And for somehow it did not extend to this until now. And now I've scratched that surface, and it's all boiling out now. It's
Well,
all coming
and
out.
I think
Not great.
probably it just got out of hand with like the parts and the accessories and stuff because it just you don't notice it until you're 20 figures deep probably, and you got this pile of shit.
Yeah, I had a couple of bags that were just full of just random Marvel Legends parts.
Yeah.
That could be, that some of them could be anything, and some of them I don't know what the hell they are. Like I found a pair of brown hands that are too big to be Marvel Legends. They're not AW figures. They're not. I don't know what the hell they are, but they're too big to be. They're not like a skin tone brown either. Like almost like brown gloves. But I have no fucking idea what it goes to. I have no idea.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I have figured out a few things using the Google Lens feature on the Pixel phones. If you just take a picture of something, you can search the image. And there are just like Reddit threads out there, and people are like, "What the fuck is this?" And some nerds like, "It's this." And
Hell
I say,
yeah.
"Yeah, what is that? Look at that. This guy was right."
Could it be the brown hands? Could it be Power Rangers?
No, they're too big for that.
Too big.
They look.
So what about Fortnite? You got any of those like Jazzwares or McFarlane Fortnite figures?
I do have some McFarlane Fortnites, but I don't know that they had replaceable hands. That's a good. I hadn't thought of that. That's a good idea. I'll have to look into that. They might be some Fortnite guys.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When you throw everything into like a bag of parts, and then you need something, then you're stuck going through this fucking giant bag of shit. So this organization setup that you've got is very nice.
It's good. Like, when I want to set something up and do a little quick shoot, it's not so daunting to be like, oh,
Yes.
fuck, where the hell is this thing?
I gotta find this one piece. Yeah.
Where's all my
Yeah,
hands?
I gotta dig through it. I gotta dig through one fucking little drawer as opposed to all the things. So it's good. Good. And, it wouldn't be a productive toy day if something fucking cool didn't come in the mail. Like that big ass Gamerverse Venom came in today. It's fucking humongous.
That thing's enormous.
I know we saw it at Toy Fair. I don't know if it was just the context of the larger room, or maybe they had it next to the Kingpin that it didn't look so big, or what. I don't know. But I did not remember it being
you've also
quite so
got
beefy.
it standing straight up here, and a typical Venom pose is crouched and hunchy.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it.
And he's got some goods. They didn't fuck around, dude. He has the same level of articulation and engineering as the little guy is. Like, he's got that real nice the waist crunch, the diaphragm turn. Like, it's great. He's engineered wonderfully. He's got that sweet ass clear drool effect thing. It's so dope.
The webs are sculpted on real nice. Holy
it's
shit.
It's great. Like, it's
Yeah,
just
looking
really,
at the
really
picture that I took at Toy Fair, he is definitely hunched over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That big sumbitch is huge.
He's a big boy.
And so I go downstairs, and my in-laws are here because they're here.
Yeah, there's something going on, so they got to be there.
Yep. And come down, and I go to the front porch, and I open the box. I'm like, oh, fuck, this Venom kicks ass, whatever. And I sometimes you tee yourself up for a little moment. right? And so sometimes those moments play out exactly how you want them to. So I'm fucking around with this new Venom. I'm playing around, swapping it out, checking it out, and even my lovely wife is like, "Okay, that's dope as shit." Like, when the missus is like, "Okay, that's fucking cool,"
Yeah.
you know you got a good one, you know? Like, you know you got a good one. When the normies are impressed. And so I'm kind of oohing on a little bit that guy and kind of fuck with some poses. But I had to tighten up the toe joints because I want him to be able to stand on his tippy toes, you know? So I'm tightening up the joints, whatever. And then I take my moment. I reach into my pocket and I pull out 2 Spider-Mans and put them on the table. My father-in-law goes, "Wait." It's like, "Did you just pull that out of your pocket?" I was like, "Yeah, sure did."
You don't walk around with 2 Spider-Mans in your pocket? Come on, man.
He goes,
Who among us hasn't carried 2 Spider-Mans in their pocket? Let them throw the first stone.
But that's what he said. He goes, Do you always have Spider-Mans in your pocket?" And I said, "Motherfucker, I'll never tell you." Like, you sleep on that. And it's not the first time you see me do that. When we were in Florida, when I almost died on the beach, taking all those crazy family photos,
Oh,
I reached
yeah.
in my pocket. Pulled out a Luffy, and he's like, "What? What did you just have?"
It's not often
a
you
lot
can
of
take
drugs
Luffy to the beach.
Yeah. He can't swim. It's like one of his whole things. It's a big deal.
Pirate that can't swim.
It's very silly.
Wild.
Well, see, when you eat the devil fruit, guys, and you get superhuman powers, but in exchange, you can't swim.
The devil fruit, huh? Tell me
Yeah.
more.
It's more of a fruit, not lettuce so much.
But I don't know. I'll see the devil.
The part that I'm watching right now, where I'm at, it's pretty deep into what they call the Land of Wano arc. And so there's all kinds of crazy powers in the world with the devil fruits, and some of them are like animal based, so they turn into werewolfy type dudes or whatever. But like the bad guy of this part of the story also has like some artificial man-made devil fruits that also have animal powers, but they're really fucking dumb. Like there's one dude that instead of turning into like a crazy anthropomorphic giraffe man type thing, he just looks like a regular giraffe with a whole ass dude hanging off the neck.
Oh, God.
Or there's one dude that just has his how Dr. Pandemonium has 2 little babies on the end of his wrists. Like this guy has a whole gorilla torso at the end of his arm. They're just ridiculously inconvenient powers. It's real stupid looking.
I appreciate that you gave Master Pandemonium a doctorate.
Is he not a doctor? Well, shit.
I
He's
mean,
Master.
he's a chiropractor, so.
Yeah. And one of those is like, "Oh, you have depression? We'll just crack it away." One of those fucking real quack chiropractors, you know?
I do like the idea of them cracking your spine and just juices just flowing through your body after that.
Like you're a human glow stick. Just crack you and all go through the middle, light you up.
Kind of, right?
Don't threaten you with a good time. Yeah, that's all I got, man. Just a fucking world of nonsense, busy life, dumb toys shit. Oh, and then my wife broke her damn foot on top of everything else. Yeah. Yeah, broke her fucking foot yesterday, or the day before yesterday.
Hobbling around with crutches at Zoe's graduation. That's terrible.
I bought her a boot. I bought her a orthopedic boot for it, and goddamn it, she does not like being limited or having to ask for help. She's not an ask for help type of broad. She doesn't like it. Not a big fan. So she's not enjoying her her brush with disability. But no, it's not even a fucking cool story. I cut a cat door into the laundry room door so the cats can go in and out and get their food and litter box and shit like that. Well, we got Sylvie, the new dog, And even though, I think she's probably too big for it now, so I might be able to take it away. But she used to like shimmy armor crawl her ass like into the hole and like eat their food, even though she's just, I mean, barely could fit her dumb ass in there. She was gonna get stuck, and she was eating the cat's food. So we put up a baby gate in the little hallway area, even though our baby gate days are supposed to be behind us. But I digress.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just going over the gate like you've done 1,000 times. You've ever seen one of those fucking things, and she didn't fall or anything. She just, on the way over, hit her foot and broke her foot in 2 places right next to the joint on her pinky toe.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
Yeah. Went to the ER, and the doctor was like, "Oh yeah, your foot is broke." After the X-rays, and she's like, "Oh, your foot is broken, and also, just so you know, you broke it the worst way you can break it. So good job."
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
God damn.
So yeah, she didn't have enough going on. She was like, "Now's a great time to break my fucking foot."
Mm-hmm.
But my lady is handling it like a champ. She is persevering, not letting it get her down. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be all right.
They give her any cool drugs?
She didn't take the drugs. Nice.
Ah, come on. You always
They were
take
like,
the
"You
drugs.
want anything for the? You want anything for the pain?" And she said, "No." And I'm like, "Bitch, what are you thinking? What do you mean no? What do you mean no?"
Like, we're not gonna abuse them, but we'll use them.
Yeah, like I'm gonna hurt myself at some point.
Sure, yes.
I'm gonna do something stupid and hurt myself. It'd be nice to have a couple of boys in reserve.
That was one of my biggest regrets about going into the ER for the diverticulitis, is because they can't give you opioids because it dries you out, and I'm already having problems down there. So all they
sure,
could
yeah.
give me was extra strength Tylenol. It was fucking bullshit.
Oh, that's not gonna do. That might as well have been a fucking Tic Tac at that
Right.
point. Oh God, that sucks, man. That's rough.
But
So
when I got my colonoscopy, I got that Michael
Uh-huh.
Jackson milk, boy.
hell yeah.
Nice.
One of the best experiences of my life. Just the comedy of the tube pulling out of my ass as they're like, "All right, we're all done." And I was like, "Whoa, hello."
Good morning. You just sit straight up.
It's like
Pull that out of you like an Evil Knievel motorcycle. Just
It-
whoop.
it's wild because like it wasn't hurting me or anything, but I definitely felt like the end of it leaving me. And it's like, do they flip a switch? Do they say a magic word so you immediately wake up, or what?
It's crazy science. Like, and I'm just saying, I get it, Michael Jackson. I understand how you died that way, because if I could sleep like that every day, buddy,
Man, we're fucking
I can see how it would get dark.
Lee, I'm glad you can understand my feelings.
we're chilling out on the patio, and Earth Song, Michael Jackson, comes on random, and we're just vibing out to it. Just apropos of nothing, I say, he might have been one of history's greatest monsters, but goddamn, he could make a good song.
He could make a hell of a song.
Fuck.
But Thriller on vinyl, that shit sounds great. It's
Wild.
still awesome. Shit, what else you got going on, Knives? What's happening?
Well, we finished Andor this past week, season 2, which leads right into Rogue One, and a lot of people are talking about it's the best Star Wars thing out there.
No shit.
It's
All right.
it's great. I would
right.
go on record to say that there's at least 2 characters in Andor that are like in my top 10 all-time Star Wars characters at this point. So,
Really?
which is the reason I wasn't a huge fan of Rogue One, because I didn't give a fuck about any of those characters. But now I give a fuck about at least a couple of them. We still haven't gone back and rewatched Rogue One, but we will shortly, because got that fucking Star Wars fix. We put it in my veins. It's good stuff. We enjoy it. While we were waiting for the last 3 episodes, we actually went back and started watching season 1 from episode 1. So we're in a weird situation right now where Oh,
One
fuck.
of my all-time favorite movie theater moments was when we saw Rogue One, because I took Zoe to see it, and I think that might have been, if not her first Star Wars, then pretty close to it. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
she hadn't seen all of the Star Wars,
Force
And-
Awakens came out the year before, so yeah, probably pretty
yeah, that might have
close.
been it might have been the first one, yeah. But we're watching it, and it kind of gets to the end, and they've already they've already lost the beach, shit's going bad, And Zoe leans over and she's like, "Dad, they're gonna make it, right?" And I said, "I'm gonna be real honest with you. I don't recognize a single one of these motherfuckers' names, so it's not looking good." Like, I don't think so. They didn't make it.
They even made fucking assistant regional manager Krennic kind of scary in Andor.
I saw that he was getting new toys and everything. It's like, oh, look at you, Krennic.
He's
got a fucking
sash.
glow up.
My Ben Mendelsohn collection will be growing. I can't
Oh.
wait.
Dip.
And then
I cannot tell if this Ben Mendelsohn collection is a bit or not.
I mean, it kind of, well, okay. Yes,
I mean,
it is
it's
a bit,
but it's also very real.
yeah, but it will be a very real collection. I'm not gonna,
yeah.
I'll tell you this. If I'm not going to get a Krennic figure full price. I'm not pre-ordering that shit. I'll get it when it's, 20, 19, 15, 10, somewhere in there maybe. But if I see a Ben Mendelsohn figure, I'm getting it. This is my promise to you. And watching him in Andor reminds me of him in Captain Marvel. And I always assumed, yeah, I've seen him in things before. I've seen him in other movies. He was in Dark Knight Rises. He's been in other shit. But I assumed his voice was so fucking weird in Captain Marvel is because he had those giant fake teeth in. But no, that's just his voice. That's just his regular voice. He sounds like he's got a mouthful of scroll teeth. You guys still there?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm still here.
I
at least.
was muted.
I'm just ranting about scroll teeth to no one.
No, I
No,
was,
I
I was
muted it so I
listening.
could blow my nose. I didn't want to blow snot in your ears, and then you didn't hear what I said.
You got the sniffles, Lee?
I've had this nipples for 2 weeks. It's ridiculous.
God damn.
It's all right.
You got COVID?
I thought I did, but I didn't. I felt like ass for a couple of days, and I thought for sure I did, but nah. Now it's just a regular old bitch cold.
Getting sick is so fucking lame.
It sucks.
Yeah, I'm kind of over it.
I wanted to die when we went to the Museum of Modern Art after Toy Fair. I wanted to fucking die. I sat wherever there was a seat I could find. I told you guys about that there was like a big like cavernous lobby.
I don't think you did, no.
No,
was
I don't
a-
think you did.
So yeah,
We
we
didn't
went
talk
to the,
after Toy Fair for a couple of weeks, no.
So yeah, was it the Wednesday, the Thursday after Toy Fair? The four of us went to the Museum of Modern Art. It's got the Starry Night. It's got all kinds of cool shit. Dolly paintings. And then I'm sick. It finally hits me after Toy Fair. I think it hit me that Wednesday morning or maybe even Tuesday night. And I just feel like crap. And then towards the end of the museum, there's this big cavernous lobby, but it's an art installation with a bunch of sculptures and shit hanging and
All right.
this loop of fucked up like chanting. And I am a couple Dayquil deep and a little punchy, and I felt like I was hallucinating, but it was all very real. So you know what? I didn't really enjoy being sick at the Metropolitan, or not the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Museum of Modern Art. I confused those two. But I would suggest taking some Dayquil and going, because that
There you
might
go.
be fun. Are the kids taking Benadryl these days? I hear.
don't know, man. My kid's such a fucking square. I have no idea. Her friends just smoke weed like normal kids.
Hell yeah.
That's one
I
kid
saw a
that shows
guy
up.
on Instagram making a water cooler for lean, and I was like, "What the fuck? You're an adult."
Wait, what?
Lean, that's like Robitussin, right?
Yeah, it's Robitussin
Oh
with
my
like
god!
Sprite.
I haven't thought about that in forever.
Yeah, apparently they're still doing it.
Okay.
So it wasn't called lean back in my day. It was called robo-tripping. But
Ah.
the only reason I know that, and this feels like it's the case for every drug, I learned it from a drug program at school. They're like, these days kids are they're taking Robitussin and call it robo-tripping. I'm like, huh, that's interesting.
Like,
Thank you for the information, officer.
thanks, officer. I'll make sure to keep an eye out. remain ever vigilant.
And then the
Wild.
big, dumb, stupid thing that happened to me this week. The story
I'm
that
very
I've been
excited to
saving.
hear this story.
It's not going to live up to expectations, but I just wanted to save it. So
You don't know that?
Jose
perfect.
is out of town, so me and Mary went over to his house to help his lady do some yard work because they don't have the equipment yet. You know, they just moved in October. They don't have their mower and edger and shit like that. So, and he's always gone, and she was just fed up. She needed some help getting the lawn taken care of. So we go over there on a Saturday. I got the lawnmower. I got the edger. I got shovel. I got the blower. I got the hedge trimmer. All
You
kinds
fucking
of
went out equipped. Okay.
yeah, I said it. I was like, I didn't want to get all the way over there and be like, oh shit, I fucking forgot this thing and it's 10 minutes away. So I brought everything that I could think of. Fucking paper yard waste bags, shovel, a broom, a rake, whatever I could get my hands on. There's only 3 of us. There's only a couple tools, so I wanted to make sure that we all had something to do at all times. So we meet up, we fucking make a plan. All right, you're gonna mow, you're gonna edge, I'm gonna start blowing. All right, everybody break. Everybody goes off to do their thing. I'm unloading things out of the car. I get the car fully unloaded, and I go to close it up and lock it, and so I had set the rake kind of in the door jamb.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And when I closed the door,
Bro, you fucked that window
it
up.
fucking it like bound against here. You can see my cursor. So the rake was like here.
Oh,
And when I
jeez.
closed it, it like bound against the door jamb and then just fucking punched the glass right out. And it made a huge noise, and I just go, fuck! And everybody stops. Mary thinks I've, cut my hand off or something like that.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
And-
you hear that? You don't think anything cool happened.
But like, I wasn't hurt. Nobody else was hurt. It was just a broken window. And
Somewhere in New York, a server at Dave & Buster's just starts inexplicably going, so cold, so cold.
yes. I very much thought of that as I was cleaning up little shards of glass. And this was, I'm in the process of taking shit out of the car, so we're just getting started, and it puts the brakes on everything. But it's just like, okay, I say, all right, this is my fault. I'm sorry. I had my music in. I was rocking out a little too hard. Maybe we
Fucking
smoked
in the zone. You just
Yeah.
made a plan. You were going. Yeah.
Maybe we smoked a joint before we started doing yard work. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah. You never know.
But nobody got hurt. And I was just like, all right, I will take care of this. You guys get back to work. So I start cleaning up shards of glass. And I'll tell you what, I am shocked at how little glass I had to pick up. You would think it seems like a lot more glass I don't know if I'm describing it correctly, but I expected 10 pounds of glass, and I got 1 pound of glass. Is my point here?
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah. So you would
I would have probably thought the same in that case.
you'd think that I'd be cleaning up glass forever, but no, it was actually not too bad. But fortunately, once we finished doing the yard work, I spent a bunch of time taping this up. Good thing I had yard work gloves, so I was able to handle all the glass and bust it all up. Poor little Grogu over here, R.I.P.
Aw.
We got another one on the way. So
Oh.
got home probably around noonish, and I just start Googling auto glass, and I start putting in for estimates and for quotes and call me back, email me back, and I'm just like, okay, who's gonna be the first? Who's gonna be the fastest? And I was able to get it replaced Monday by like 1 p.m. 2 days later. And we got a brand new pane of glass in the back of our car. Brand new window.
That ain't nothing to bitch about.
Yeah,
There you go.
so-
Hell yeah. There you go.
I had to drive it once with a trash bag covering the back of it like a real piece of garbage.
Good luck. Always a good look.
Yeah. But
Hallmark of a cool
it's
guy.
all good.
Remember back when my mom's leg was bleeding?
Yeah.
When Justin was driving our asses around in the middle of the night, one of his windows was garbage bagged because someone
Aw.
busted out his window.
Yeah.
So we're going all over the city with fucking trash bag window.
In the winter in Milwaukee.
Winter in Milwaukee.
And okay, yeah, winter in Milwaukee, fucking May in Florida.
Oh,
That goddamn blue painter's tape was not holding up to the Florida sun very well.
Oh, I bet not.
Yeah. So yeah,
just praying it doesn't rain.
big dumb stupid mistake, but nobody got hurt. And I thought of all of the karmic payback that was coming to me, and I remembered one time before a convention, I had all of our bags in my car, and the back tailgate didn't have good hydraulics on it. I locked the car, had the tailgate up, but then the fucking tailgate comes down, locking all of our bags and the keys
Oh my
in my
God.
car. And we're on our way to the airport.
Oh my God.
So I was getting ready to smash in a window, but Jose and his lady were able to jimmy that motherfucker open. And Mary's been trying to correct me lately because I have this tendency to put glass things like on the edge of the counter like a fucking cat. So she's just
tempting fate.
she's just
See what
waiting
happens.
for something to smash. And it was the back window. Real embarrassing. Good to know.
It's like
It-
your final destination just to break glass.
Yeah. Good to know that safety glass did its job, though. That shit fucking smashed. You ever get trapped in a car, just nail that back window real good.
Bring a rake. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Wild
That
stuff.
shit is wild, dude. That is wild. I hate that happened, but easy enough solution.
Yeah, and we still got some yard work done.
Yeah, shit, man. Back home by noon. That's very impressive.
Right, yeah. Fucking smashed a window and did a bunch of yard work. I told Jose's lady not to walk around outside barefoot anytime soon. Though.
Yeah, probably good call.
Yeah.
I think that's a good lesson for everybody. I don't know about you guys, but I have seen neighbors walking up and down the street in bare feet.
Oh, absolutely not.
It's no. Man.
As a
For
kid,
free?
As a
For
kid, for free. As a kid, I would go outside without shoes, but not now. I don't know what the
Yeah, you
fuck's
know
out
better.
there.
Kids are stupid as shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I might walk to the mailbox without shoes. Maybe. But that's as far as I'm going.
You never know when you're gonna step on like an explodable vape cartridge or something.
It's true.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I mean,
blow up? What the fuck?
They all
You tell
got
me.
lithium batteries in them, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Most of them.
Fucking wild. What you got going on, Kelly, where you're not stepping on bombs?
Not much. I am, as we speak, currently working on my list for the Voices of the Wrestling 30 Under 30.
Nice.
And doing a lot of research, gathering data, having to watch some tape to catch up on wrestlers I haven't seen a lot of lately. And it's been fun. It's been fun so far. I'm enjoying. I love making lists.
Hell yeah.
That's one of
Kelly
my
is
favorite
a list aficionado.
It's one of the fucking bases of the podcast.
Yeah, I love making a list. And it's shocking me, like, just seeing how far some wrestlers fell in the past year or so and how some just rose up. Like, fucking poor Daniel Garcia. He dropped down from being in my list last year to now I've got him at about 60.
I mean, TNT
Only
champ, but didn't really do a whole
Only
lot
didn't
with
do
it.
much.
Yeah.
He got stuck in the Adam Cole vortex.
Yeah. Well, there's that whole weird segment of Collision and Dynamite where they're like all friends, but they like wife swap with their friends. Like Daniel Garcia's with Daddy Magic and Cool Hand Ange, but now he's with FTR, but now he's with fucking Nigel McGuinness. Like,
Right.
fucking figure it out. I don't
supposed to be
believe
the
you're
guy's
friends with
friend.
any of these guys, Daniel Garcia.
Just wants to
You
be
wouldn't
friends
want
with
to be friends
everybody.
with Daddy Magic?
I want to be friends with Daddy Magic.
Yeah, I
Sure,
wanna be
sure.
I feel like we get
Daddy
along.
Magic can be on the podcast. If you
And I
want.
feel
God,
like
he would be fucking great.
I feel like Daddy Magic is like his friend. Like they've been through it. More like a mentor, like a fuck uncle.
Yeah. Imagine Daddy Magic reading off a Pop Top 6-pack.
Oh my god. You kidding me? We're talking about our top 6 episodes of Star Trek. Or some shit, I don't know.
Top
Wow.
6 episodes of Star Trek. I would be able to have one.
Yeah, maybe one.
Which
right.
one?
I have seen a single episode of Star Trek, and it is the one with the Gorn.
The one that comes to mind for me is the episode of Star Trek Voyager with Sarah Silverman.
I think about Q. All the Q episodes of the Next Generation were kind of cool. I remember those. Those are pretty rad.
Which one's Q? Is he the pale robot?
No.
No.
Data's the Q was like the he was some. I don't know if they really explained what his gimmick was, but he was like some kind of
I think
higher
he's some sort of
intelligence
like
fucking thing.
immortal kind of.
Something, yeah, some kind of higher intelligence, not quite a god thing. He would just like fuck with Picard and the guys every once in a while.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So
I'm
I
sure
confused-
I'm explaining
I
that
confused him
very
with
poorly.
Data.
Yeah. If Mary ever listens to this, she's probably screaming.
Oh my god!
And then
Send me a
LeVar
very
Burton's
nasty,
there, too.
heavily worded text message tomorrow.
The most I know about LeVar Burton's character from Star Trek is when Lance Reddick came out on. Who's the fake talk show host?
Eric Andre.
Eric Andre's show
Yeah.
saying, "I wish I were LeVar Burton wearing his visor and chains as though he was in Roots."
Oh my god!
And then he says, "I wish I were LeVar Burton. I wish I were LeVar Burton." And then he says, "Don't rainbow read me, N-word."
Oh no.
He's one that like I was shocked to find out he was as funny as he is.
He was so funny.
I never expected him to be that damn funny because he looks so intense. He's got that crazy ass voice, but he's so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
It's like Andre Brower in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Like you never expect him to be that, or like
And
even
shit,
like
both
Nick
those
Offerman.
dudes are dead, aren't they?
Shit.
They are. That's right. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Oh, damn. It's fucked up. R.I.P. Goddamn legends.
Who's killing all the funny black guys?
That was the worst part of Project 25.
The next Knives Out mystery. Who's killing all the funny black guys? I
So
bet
who's somebody
it's
who came up on your list, Kelly? Who surprised you by coming up?
From Stardom, Saya Kamatani, who didn't make my list at all last year. If you listen to Jumping Bomb Audio, you will know Taylor and I fucking hated her title run and thought she sucked. But now she has turned heel and completely changed her moveset, and she's fucking great now.
Just found it, huh? Good for her.
Well, she tried so hard to be like a high-flying wrestler, and she was very bad at it. And it took years for someone to sit her down and be like, "Hey, you can't be doing this. This looks bad. You're hurting people. Please stop trying to do flips." And then finally, turning heel was what made her do it. So you know what? It all worked out. She's having a great run. I've got her currently at number 2, but I still need to do another pass through the list.
Damn, 2, you say? All right.
Yep. Sorry, number 1. Last year, I can put her as number 1 on my list. She's going to age out for next year, but easily still my wrestler of the year.
Gross.
Who's
I
this?
know. Sorry. Love a girl that just hits people real hard and runs a show every now and then based around how she's going to hit a bunch of people real hard that she wants to hit. That's the thing. I realized, like, with her, it's like, okay, she gets the intangible of book solid shows once a quarter.
Yeah, no kidding. Right. That's something that you can't say about everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got Gabe Kidd sitting at number 5 right now.
Oh, Gabriel Kidd, eh?
I don't care for how he was like introduced into Dynamite this past week because it doesn't make any sense.
I feel like they'll flesh it out a little bit. It definitely seems like he's a Death Rider, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If
the
he's
thing that I
doing-
don't like about it was that he's going to be on the same side as the Bucks when like the previous week at the New Japan show in Los Angeles, the War Dogs were fighting the Bucks, and he was calling them old bitches that should retire.
Hey, you know,
Interesting. Yeah.
it's going to be a clash of styles and personalities, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, should be
It'll be
interesting.
fun.
I'm hoping Eddie shows back up in Anarchy
God,
for the
yes.
of
That
the
is
arena.
the theory I've seen, and
That
I'm
makes
all
sense.
for it. Yeah.
It's about time.
The place would go nuts.
Yeah.
What a team.
Yeah.
Samoa
Oh.
Joe, Swerve, Powerhouse Hobbs, Willow, Eddie Kingston.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a fun match. And like I was
Yeah,
thinking about it, it's like, oh yeah, there's not going to be a title match on the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. The Mox title matches have sucked for the most parts.
Right. Yeah.
It'll
Yeah,
be
I'd much
okay
rather
to
watch
not
the
have
big,
one.
the big spectacle of the Anarchy in Arena for sure. That'd be
Yeah, and Osprey versus Hangman can be your main event.
hell yeah.
Yep.
Like that's gonna be awesome.
Who you got?
I loved their tag match. Like that may be the best can they coexist tag team match ever.
Yeah.
That whole match was solid.
They were so good together.
They should kiss.
But I think Will's gonna win the match and should be the person to dethrone Mox.
I don't know. My heart says Hangman. It's a good choice either way, really.
Yeah. I think you gotta go with Will. Like he's
He's the guy right
hot,
now.
He's the hot hand for sure.
Yeah, he's the guy right now. Yeah.
Like he just showed up. He's shown up and just been himself, and people are into it.
Mhm.
Just let him go. Like, just let him have a good run. Because you're not gonna get bad matches out of his title run.
No. It seems like it's either that or it's either that or Darby. Now that he's back from the mountain.
That's the thing. I wouldn't with Darby.
No.
At this point, I think that was the initial plan, but I think we've waited too long.
Yep. He'll have his shot at some point
For sure.
but not now.
Honestly, I want Darby to win. I want Darby to win, and then like a month later, Brody beats him for the title.
Oh,
Fuck yeah. A little, not a super long one, but a Brody run where he just beats the shit out of everybody would be super fun.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Did I tell you that I saw him at the toy convention in Atlanta?
No,
I think you did. I think you did.
Yeah, I was in a booth in this fucking toy convention and look up and there's just Brody King
Hell
just
yeah.
walking around with armed full of toy bags.
That's awesome.
Like, all right.
He's one of the Goro bros.
Yep. Straight up.
And then I think the only other thing I got going on is I'm becoming a non-alcoholic beer guy.
Oh, what?
Okay. Go on.
Well, I ordered Mom a bunch of non-alcoholic beer because she's with the chemo and stuff.
Yeah.
Tumors. She's taking pain pills, and she couldn't have alcohol then. And I'm like, it's the summer. You should be able to have a beer. So I ordered some from Athletic Brewing Co. And I ordered some of like their lemon ones. And I'm having currently from the Athletic Brewing Company the Right Pursuit Lemon Radler, and it's fucking real good.
Wow.
I gotta be totally honest. I did not know that there was more than one type of non-alcoholic beer.
Oh yeah,
I thought it was just O'Doul's all day.
O'Doul's and that's it.
Athletic Brewing Co. is the one that Mox was trying to get a sponsorship from.
Right.
Okay, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, after he came
'Cause,
back from rehab.
Because like beer, when it doesn't have alcohol, is actually kind of a good sports drink.
It's got that sodium for you. Recovery.
Yep. And carbs and shit.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
How much for a 12-pack of this non-alcoholic beer?
That is a good question.
I bought 3 6-packs, and with shipping, it was $40.
Okay, you had it shipped, so yeah, that's a lot. I've recently, because I've been doing a lot of smoking meats, I'm like, I need to fill out the fucking stereotype. I need to crack some brewskis while I'm out here
There you go.
smoking meats. But fucking beer is so expensive. They wanted something like $19 for a 12-pack of Corona bottles. And it's like, have you ever drank a Corona? That shit is not fucking worth $3.
Yeah, that seems steep. $3 a hit. Jesus.
Yeah, I got the 3 6-packs where I just got one that was their light beer, one that was like their Mexican style, and then the lemon one.
Wild. Had you ever drank beer before at all?
Years ago, like just being a child and being like, mom, dad, I want to try that,
Oh
and
my
like,
God.
I don't know. I like the taste.
I do like
But-
the taste of a good crisp cold.
See,
Yeah,
I
I'm
flat
not-
out do not. I do not care for a beer one bit.
I'm just not an
Not a big
alcohol
alcohol
boy.
guy at all, but certainly not a beer. Ugh.
Yeah.
My thing is, especially at this age, if I have 2 or 3 beers, I'm gonna feel like absolute shit, and I'm not gonna feel. I'm not even gonna get the like fun like drunkness out of 3 beers. I'm just gonna feel terrible. It's gonna go straight to my fucking muscles and my bones. That's why I
Just
fucking
objectively, it's just not worth it.
yeah. I smoke weed and I feel great the next day.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make
Smoke
me
some
bloated.
weed and drink some non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah.
There's great strides being made in non-alcoholic beer. You can get non-alcoholic Guinness.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Guinness is really something. My mouth is puckering just thinking about it.
Oh no.
You know, we were talking about body cams, police body cam videos recently, and 90% of those are people that are drunk and want to fight the police.
Yep. That's all they want.
I have never smoked enough weed to where I wanted to fight the police.
Nah, it's too much. It's a bad choice. Bad choices all around. But that was excellent. Was it you that shared that excellent video this morning of the fake FedEx driver?
No, that was Mahoney. It was.
Oh my God!
It was the UPS driver. Let me see. I'll pull it up. Why not? Fuck it. If I even know which message it's in. It was in Mahoney Mania, wasn't it?
I believe so. That sounds.
He
about
puts
right.
the most random shit in Mahoney Mania just to try and antagonize us and get us off topic, and it doesn't work.
Because we got a suspicious person call. Do you live around here?
Oh, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sorry.
Okay. Do you live around here?
No, I'm going door to door. I'm doing a photography thing.
How long have you been parked
Doing
over there?
photography.
This is definitely like
Do you have an American flag mask?
mental
Is that an
illness.
American flag mask?
Going door to door doing a photography.
So
thing.
is that your car? You haven't been parked there for 8 hours?
No, not at all.
Okay. Do you have some ID on you?
Did I do anything wrong?
About to get towed. Yeah.
Oh, well, I literally got here. I can show you.
You want to give us your? Do you have your ID or not? So you're being audio video recorded.
Yeah.
Is this your house?
No, I'm going door to door.
Do you see their no soliciting sign? Yeah. Come on, step over here. How come you're dressed in a UPS uniform?
It's a joke. It's about.
Yeah. Get your ID out. It's very funny. Sit
joke.
down. This is weird.
Do you have any guns or weapons on you?
No.
I was just kidding.
I didn't do anything wrong.
You're being detained. Sit down. Sit down. Otherwise, you're going into handcuffs.
Sit
There's two ways
down.
to do this. This isn't Seattle.
I
Get your
don't
ID
listen.
out.
My ID is in my car.
Okay. Put your hands right here.
Face
Okay,
tattoos.
sir, I'm not.
Put your hands on there.
Hold on.
I'll tell you what you look like. You look like a prowler.
What is a
Put your
prowler?
hands on there.
What is a prowler? I haven't seen Spider-Verse.
What is a prowler?
I don't know
Prowler
words.
is somebody goes door to door checking to see if houses are going to be unoccupied.
Broad daylight?
Yeah.
You're wearing a UPS uniform.
Like, are you sure who would do
Stop
that?
talking. You want me to answer some questions, right? So I'm explaining to you what a prowler is.
Okay.
That is a prowler.
I'm sorry.
You're wearing UPS and you're not even UPS.
I'm sorry.
You've been parked there for 8 hours. You're coming from a drug house. So stop.
Where's the drug house?
Drug
What's
house.
your last name? Spell it.
I would like to think that this person did not know that was a drug house, and she's like, "Oh, what the fuck? Oh,
Hands on there. You want to go to the ground?
sorry,
Knock it
sir.
Pretty
off.
nice drug house.
I could have got
Middle
some
of
meth."
name. Birthday.
Oh, pardon, look at this. You're getting detained. Put your hands back.
Is that a fucking gun? What is that?
I found
Oh,
it.
this is pretty good too. Yeah, it's like I just fucking found it. You never just find a gun? And then a minute, it was like, I thought it was a
No,
toy. It's so small.
Felt something hard. It looked like a gun, and then apparently it was a gun. Are you a felon?
No. Yes. I didn't know that.
Oh, look at that. A
Sir,
felon in possession of a
I
firearm.
didn't know that was like a real gun. I've never seen a gun that small. I just found it, sir.
Why does this person act like they're
What are you
like
doing?
in fourth grade?
Wait,
What are you doing?
wait for it.
That is the worst fake seizure I have ever seen. Knock it off.
What the fuck was the cop doing?
Because we got a suspicious person
That
call.
is how you
live
get
around
someone to
here?
respond to painful stimuli. And if they do, that means they're not seizing.
Ah, nice. You faked a seizure before, Lee?
No, but I have had to check and make sure somebody was not completely assed out, and that's how you do it.
Nice.
Just being a responsible, designated person, you know, like you do. Sometimes you're just the designated, the DP, as they say. Wait, that's not right. We shouldn't call it that.
Yeah, that's why they call you DP Lee.
We gotta pick a different name. That's not right. Like we gotta pick something else. I don't know what, but it
DVDA
can't be that.
Lee.
Yeah, the TVDA. We call that one the Christmas turkey.
FFM Lee.
Oh my God!
I had a thought
Let's
today.
land this bird.
Hold on, before we land
Oh,
this
let's
bird.
go. I'm in. Let's wait.
I had a thought today, and I am a little bit older than Lee, a lot older than Kelly. So we might have different perspectives.
Okay.
But I was thinking today about how I was at the perfect teenage, horny age when the internet came into my house and internet porn was at its infancy.
Okay.
And back then, I don't know if this was the case for you, Lee, probably definitely not for Kelly, but you didn't have videos back then. This was 1998, 1999. This was, you would load an image and that image would take 5 minutes to load, one pixel row at a time, and that's all you had to jerk off to. Say it was 15 years later and we're at the height of internet porn and availability. I don't know if I would have been able to handle it. And I think about these poor kids today. These poor fucking kids.
But yeah. It's got to be a weird weird place. I don't know. I thought about that too. Just not just because of the filth, but just in general. The world is so fucking different than when we were coming up.
Yeah, I think it would be horrible to be a child now.
Oh my God. It's got to be the worst.
I have this distinct memory of my friends are over and we're at the computer and my mom comes in and then we had just gotten AOL, America Online. And my mom comes in and she's like, yeah, did you know you could Google pictures of the Tool Time girl from Home Improvement?
What the
fuck? And we're like, what? And I was like, all right. That's interesting. I wonder what else we could look for. She just opened up a Pandora's box of porn addiction.
See, and
do you think that was her being like, I need to make sure I don't have a little gay boy?
I don't know. She did a lot, I feel, that implied she thought I was a gay boy. We watched the Academy Awards together. Regularly.
I mean, it wasn't the Tonys, right? I mean,
no, it wasn't. I wasn't quite gay enough for the Tonys, but just the right amount of gay for the Academy Awards. So yeah, these are just the thoughts I have, and thank God it was one picture of Jenny McCarthy slowly loading instead of,
the untapped masses.
Yeah.
Yep.
There will be a point where we pull up Pornhub and we're like, you know what? Not for me.
Yeah, it's got the pendulum has swung too far.
Wild stuff.
Now, my friend, I'm trying to think of the best to say it. So, did your group of friends also have the one dirtbag who was way into the fucked up shit on the internet way before anybody else was?
Sure, yeah.
Because you're talking about how your friends over looking at Jenny McCarthy pictures. One of my formative internet early day memories is my friend Bobby being like, "Want to see something fucking wild?" I'm like, "Sure." And next thing I know, and he prepped none of us for what this was, except for you want to see something fucked up? And again, this is the early days of the internet. We don't know how fucked up it can be yet. We were just babies. We didn't know any better. We didn't know what was out there. And you know what? Maybe to stress the point again that this was the early days, right? That just goes to show you that this kind of depravity is it was always going to be there. I'm talking maybe 8th, 9th grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bobby's like, "We'll see some wild shit." And the next thing I know, we're all watching a horrible video of a grown man getting fucked by a pig in a slop farm. A slop pit. We're like, why is this happening? And he's laughing. He's dying. And the rest of us are like, dude, what in the fucking hell? He is beside himself with laughter.
Amazing.
I can still see it. I can still see it in the Winamp window, as if it was yesterday.
Oh, so he had it saved.
Yeah. It was like, it was just a
my
wild shit.
God.
We're like, sure, yeah.
I had a
This again, yes, he had it saved because this was well before the advent of streaming, right? He had to fucking download this video. God knows how long it took,
Oh,
just so he could
God.
traumatize his friends.
I had a floppy disk with a photoshopped picture of Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia with her head on top of another woman's body with her boobs out.
Of course.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing stuff like that.
There was a gif of Disney's Pocahontas going to town on a ear of corn.
Oh yeah, I remember that gif.
Really something.
Yeah, that was some early days of Newgrounds shit.
Yeah.
I remember recently Jack was saying something about Newgrounds, and I'm like, what? You cannot get on fucking Newgrounds, but it's not quite the same as when we were coming up.
I bet.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, and there was something awful, and there was all kinds of horrors that
Remember
you could
Style
find
Project?
there.
The Style Project still a thing?
I don't remember that one.
That was some wild shit. Like, I don't know. That was wild. What was some of your fucked up early internet stuff, man? Hit us up on the Discord. That's got to be. I know. Look, I fucking know there's good stories out there. So let us know what's up. That's a
Two
good
Girls,
one.
One Cup was my generation.
That's wild.
Okay, yeah, that one. Remember that one? I remember
Yeah.
the one. I don't remember what it's called, what the name of it was, but there was the one where the guy like tries to put a jar up his ass.
One man,
but the
one
jar-
jar.
Yeah.
What was it?
One man, one jar. That was the
I
same
guess so,
era
yeah,
as Two
sure.
Girls, One Cup.
Yeah. And I remember that the fucked up part of that one being just how quiet it was.
Oh yeah, because he knew he
You know what I
fucked
mean?
up.
Oh, it's not great.
He sat down on that jar.
Oh my god.
Don't put glass in your ass, guys.
Yep.
No.
Exactly.
It's not good. That's not what it's for. It doesn't go there. Doesn't
Nope.
do that.
There's so many things you can put in your ass.
Yeah.
So many.
Well, and then
And if I
there's.
was going to write a list, I'm not going to put glass on the list.
Nope.
I feel like I remember Mary telling a story about a dude that did a jar in his ass, but he did it with the open end in his ass,
Oh,
and it
no.
created suction and
Oh
fucking
no!
pulled all this shit out of him.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
Not
God.
his shit, like his intestines.
Insides.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just horrendous.
Oh, hell yeah. Rotten.com, Juggalo John.
Oh, there you go. That's Yep.
It's a wonder why we're so fucked up.
Right? Yeah. No shit. Yeah. You know, this also was well before parental controls. Not that mine would have given a shit, but they definitely didn't have it if they wanted to.
Oh, my parents definitely found my internet history at one point.
Oof.
Someone must have let them know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And if you've not had that, you're also probably kids probably don't have that as much these days because everything in their goddamn pocket. Kids these days don't know how good they got it. The nerve. Yeah, tell us of your early internet dramas. Check out the Discord. We'll be back next week, probably, possibly at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. At youtube.com/panelsonpages for Jason Nyes, Kelly Harris, and our good buddy Mahoney and Jose, who I did speak with last week, by the way. If you check out the Twitch stream, you can see I talked to him too. I can confirm he's there.
He was there.
Unless there's also a Jose Fortnite bot to go along with the Vader Fortnite bot.
I bet we could program one. Just whack whack.
It just keeps going. I lost my fucking password. Like, oh. Fucking thing's always logging me out. Great. All right. Night. Love you. Bye-bye.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
Fucking Google something.
Demonetize this.
Holy shit.
Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this.
I didn't want to say it.
Demonetize this.
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa.
Demonetize this.
You fucking
Ruthless bitch.
Demonetize this.
Why you keep bugging us, YouTube?
Demonetize this.
you fucking Google ass bitch.
That's it. Show's over.